Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Good morning. Today, sweet Bab Dada, Baba says, children, who is teaching you? Even if you just remember this one, then you will have goosebumps. God Himself is teaching you. Whose direct connection is with the soul, the imperishable study, which gives us the offer to experience the reward of 21 births. Whereas the worldly study, it gives you that status or happiness for temporary period. It doesn't come with you for multiple births, but we pay so much attention towards our education. So the most significant part of the study is usually the homework. Whatever we study, we must imbibe it very well. So Baba tells whatever is taught daily, you must experience that day itself, because you are receiving the new treasures the next day. How much we have that passion towards listening Murli, we should have the same interest in imbibing that essence or the knowledge the same day itself. So that let me experience that, because what you experience, you don't usually forget. So Baba's sweet study, Baba doesn't only teach you, at the same time He gives you the training, because you have to study as well as enable others study, because Baba will not do the task of making everyone study. That is the task of you children. So Baba draws our attention. Baba draws our attention towards maintaining that pace at which you give this knowledge. It should be neither too slow nor too fast. It should not be with a very low tone. It should be audible. So Baba gives training in every aspect. Today's date is 22nd August. Sakar Baba's versions, the essence is, sweet children, think about who has come to teach you. And you will have goose pimples of happiness. The highest on high, that is the God, who is the master of the world, He is teaching you. So I am studying that study, so I also have that importance, because we are those valuable souls who are taught by him. So Baba reminds us that the highest on high Father is teaching you. Never stop studying such a study. Question: what faith have your children now developed? What is the sign of those who have faithful intellects? What faith have you developed? Answer: you are students, you are studying, and God Himself is teaching you. So you now have the faith that you are studying this study to become double crowned kings of kings. God Himself is teaching you and making you into the masters of the world. You have become His children. Therefore, you should now become busy in this study. Just as small children, they don't like to go to anyone except their parents. So what should we do? We are the tiny point of light, so we should always have Baba, none other. So you too have found the unlimited Father and should not go to anyone else. You should have the remembrance of that one alone. The song, who has come in the early hours of the morning. Om Shanti. You sweetest children heard the song. Who has come and who is teaching you? This is something to be understood. Some are very clear and some are less. So, those who are very well educated are said to be very clever. Those who have studied the scriptures, they receive a lot of respect from others. Those who have studied less receive less respect. You heard the words of the song as to who has come to teach you. The teacher has come. It is the task of the teacher to teach the students. Those studying in a school know when their teacher comes, who has come here. You should have goose pimples by thinking about this. The highest on high Father has come once again to teach you. This is something to be understood. Whenever Baba tells, you should have so much happiness. It's about realizing that, to think very deeply so that we get goosebumps whenever we remind ourselves something which touches our heart, then we will have such kind of experience. So Baba is narrating, speaking the Murli, irrespective of wherever you are, irrespective of the place, irrespective of the person. I myself am listening to the Murli of God, then you will have goose pimples. So Baba says, the highest on high Father has come once again to teach you. This is something to be understood. It's also a question of the fortune. Who is teaching you? God. He comes and teaches you. The conscience says that no matter how elevated a study someone may be studying, Baba tells this has to be given a lot of importance. The conscience says that no matter how elevated a study someone may be studying, he should instantly leave that study and come to study with God. This is the intoxication one should have when one realizes He should leave everything in a second and come to study with God. Of course, we have many who just left that worldly study and got into Baba's service. Can you raise your hands? We have many. Baba has explained, you have now become those of the most elevated confluence age. Lakshmi and Narayana, the most elevated beings of all. No one in the world knows what education they studied to claim their status. How did they get that status? No one knows that. You are now studying to claim that status. Who is teaching you? Who is teaching us? Can you tell? God is teaching. God Himself is telling many times in today's Murli that He is teaching us. Therefore, you should leave all other studies and keep yourself busy in this study, because it will be only after a cycle that Father will come again. The Father says, I come every 5,000 years to teach you personally. It's a wonder. You say that God is teaching you to enable you attain a status. In spite of that, some of you don't study. The Father would then say, this one is not sensible. He doesn't pay full attention to the Father's study. So Baba calls such children not that sensible. So whenever you listen to the Murli, what should be your state of mind, your posture? You should give your response that you are listening to the Murli. You should give response whenever questions are asked. This is the attentive way of listening. So he forgets the Father. You say, Baba, I forget. I even forget the teacher. These are the storms of Maya, but you should study this education. The conscience says that since God is teaching this study, you should keep yourself completely busy in that. It is little children who have to study. Each one is a soul. It is the body that is big or small. The soul says, I have become your young child. Acha. Now that you belong to me, you must study. You are no longer little babies who are just living on milk. Study has to come first. A lot of attention has to be paid to this. Students come here to the Supreme Teacher. There are teachers who are appointed to teach you. Nevertheless, this Supreme Teacher is also here. 7 days in a furnace has been remembered. The Father says, remain pure and remember me. If you imbibe divine virtues, you will become this. You have to remember the unlimited Father. If someone other than the parents tries to pick up a little child, the child would not go to them. You also now belong to the unlimited Father. Therefore, you shouldn't even want to look at anyone else, no matter who that person may be. When you have found the Father, you are the children of the Father, then you will not get any interest in looking at anyone else. You know that you belong to the highest on high Father. He is making you into the double crowned kings of kings. Baba tells, What is that crown of light? And Baba tells Man Manabhav is the crown of light, and Madhyaji Bhav is the crown studded with jewels. Man Manabhav is the crown of light. And Madhyaji Bhav is the crown studded with jewels. You have developed the faith that you are to become the masters of the world through this study. History repeats every 5,000 years. You are to receive a kingdom. All of the souls will go to their home to the land of peace. You children have now come to know that as souls, what did you come to know? Just listen with attention. Now you children have come to know that as souls, you originally reside in the home with the Father. What is this? So when our home is that land of silence, then this world becomes our guest house. By belonging to the Father now, you become the masters of heaven. Then by forgetting the Father, you become orphans. All the people of Bharat are orphans at this time. Orphans are those who don't have parents. They continue to stumble around. You have now found the Father. You now know the whole world cycle. Therefore, you should be bubbling with happiness inside. We are the children of the unlimited Father. The Supreme Father, Supreme Soul, creates the new world of Brahmins through Prajapita Brahma. This is something that can be understood very easily. There is nothing difficult in this. Of course, you have your pictures. So it shows there are your images. The variety form image has also been created. It shows the story of your 84 births. We become deities, the warriors, merchants, and then Shudras. No human being knows this because they have made all name and trace of Brahmins, and the Father who teaches Brahmins disappear. You can explain all of these aspects in English very well. Those who understand English should translate these things and explain them to others. The Father is knowledgeful. Only He has the knowledge of how the world cycle turns. This is a study. Yoga is also called remembrance. Remembrance of the Father. In English, it's called communion. Communion with the Father, with the teacher, and with the Guru. Those who understand English, they become very happy because Baba has used English words. Whenever we used to come to meet the Father, whenever we used to hear this phrase that go soon, come soon, and this term that Ao Jo, it is a Gujarati term. So those who know English, they listen English words which are uttered by Baba, then they become very happy. So Baba says, this is the communion with God, the Father. The Father himself says, remember me, don't remember bodily beings. Human beings adopt the gurus and study scriptures. They don't have any aim or objective. They don't receive salvation through that. The Father says, in a gathering, when you go, you just listen to the discourse and You enjoy that session, but what do you learn? So Baba says they don't have any aim or objective. They don't receive salvation through that. The Father says, I have come to take everyone back home. You are now to keep your intellects connected in yoga with the Father. Only then you will reach there. By remembering Him well, you will become the masters of the world. Lakshmi and Narayan were the masters of paradise. Who is explaining this? The Father is called knowledgeful. Human beings say that He is Antaryami, which means the one who knows everything within us. Because whatever happens in our mind or heart, He knows that. So, in fact, there is no such thing as Antaryami, the one who resides within. The one who resides within each one is a soul. Everyone knows what his soul does. All human beings are Antaryami. It is souls that study. We know ourselves, what is happening with us, what is happening within us. We know very well. The Father makes you children soul conscious. You children are the residents of the incorporeal world. You souls are so tiny. You have now come here many times to play your roles. Baba says, He is also a tiny point of light. I can't be worshipped. Why should they do it? There is no need for it. I come to teach you souls. I give you the kingdom. Then when you go into the kingdom of Ravan, you completely forget me. You souls, come down first to play your parts. Human beings say that we take 8.4 million births, but the Father says the maximum is 84 births. If you went abroad and spoke about these things, they would ask you to teach them this knowledge in their country. They would say, if you receive 1,000 rupees there, we will give you 10 to 20,000 rupees. Give us this knowledge too. God the Father is teaching us souls. It is souls that become judges, etc. All human beings are body conscious. None of them has this knowledge. Although there are many great philosophers, none of them has this knowledge. Incorporeal God, the Father, comes to teach us. And we study with Him. They will be amazed when they hear these things. If we have heard this very well and if we have explained them very well, they will be just amazed to hear these things. They will just wonder. Because no one has heard or read about these things. Only the one Father is the liberator, guide. Since He is the liberator, why do you remember Christ? Explain these aspects to them very clearly and they will be amazed. You must explain to them in such a way that they must just wonder. They will say, at least, let's listen to these things. Paradise is being established. There is this Mahabharat war for that. The Father says, I am making you into the double-crowned kings of kings. There used to be purity peace and prosperity, everything. Just think about how many years ago that was. It became their kingdom 3000 years before Christ. You say that this is spiritual knowledge. This one is the direct child of that Supreme Father. We are studying Raj Yoga with him. This knowledge is of how the history and geography of the world repeat. Each of us souls, so that the people to whom we are explaining, they should realize and they should accept the fact that it is Brahma Baba who is studying from Shiv Baba. So each of us souls has a whole part of 84 births recorded in it. Through the power of this yoga, the soul becomes Sato Pradhan and go to the golden age. Therefore, a kingdom is required for them. When the soul becomes worthy, of course, such a kingdom is also required. Then there has to be destruction of the old world that lies just ahead of you. There will be then the world of just one religion, and this is a world of sinful souls. You are now becoming pure. Tell them, we will become pure with the power of this remembrance, and everything else will be destroyed. There will also be natural calamities. We have realized all of this. It's not just that we are telling you, we have experienced that, we have seen that through the divine visions. All of this is going to be destroyed. The Father has come to establish a deity world. When they hear this, they will say, oh, this must be the children of God. You children know that this war will take place and there will also be natural calamities. What will the conditions be like then? All of the big buildings will begin to fall. You know that they also created those bombs 5000 years ago for their own destruction. These bombs are already prepared. What's the power of yoga with which you conquer the world? No one else knows this. And tell them, no one knows. You tell them science destroys you. We have yoga with the power. It is through the power of silence that we become Sato Pradhan and conquer the world. It's only it's only through the power of silence and through the yoga power the soul becomes Sato Pradhan and the soul conquers the world. The Father is the purifier. He will definitely establish a pure world before he departs. This is predestined in the drama. They have created those bombs, and so they are not just going to leave them. When you explain in this way, they will feel that you are an authority and that God has come and entered you. This too is fixed in the drama. When you tell them such things, they will become happy. How souls have their parts recorded in them is predestined in the drama. Christ will come down at his own time to establish that religion. When you explain with such authority, they will understand that the Father explains to all the children. Therefore, you children should keep yourselves busy in this study. The Father, Teacher, and the Guru all are one. You also understand how He gives you this knowledge. He purifies everyone, takes them back home. When there was this deity dynasty, they were pure. You were gods and goddesses. You have to be very clever in the way you speak to them and also have a good speed. Tell them that all the other souls reside in the sweet home. Only the Father can take you back home. After explaining them, you should ask them, what did you understand? Are you understanding whatever is being explained now? If you don't understand, what should be done? You must explain to them very clearly until and unless you get a clear response or confirmation that they have understood. Tell them that all the other souls reside in the sweet home. Only the Father can take you back home. The Father is the bestower of salvation for all. The Bharat is his birthplace. This pilgrimage is so great. You know that everyone has to become Tamo Pradhan. Everyone has to take rebirth. No one can return home at. When you explain these things, people will be amazed. Baba says, when you speak to them as a couple, they will be able to understand you very well. At first, there was purity in Bharat, then, how did you become impure? You can also tell them this. Worthy of worship ones, then they become worshippers. When they become impure, they start worshipping themselves. The kings have the images of deities in their homes. The impure kings, without a crown of light, worship the idols of those who were double crowned kings. Those kings are worshippers. They cannot be called gods or goddesses because they worship the deities. They become worthy of worship and also become worshippers. They become impure when the kingdom of Ravan begins. It is now the kingdom of Ravan. If you were to sit with them and explain these things, they would experience great pleasure. When the two wheels of a car, a couple, explain together, they can show many wonders. We couples are becoming worthy of worship. We are claiming our inheritance of purity, peace, and prosperity. Your pictures have been created. This is the family of God. There are father's children, his grandsons and granddaughters. That's all. There are no other relationships. This is called a new world in which there are the few who become deities. Then expansion gradually takes place. This knowledge has to be understood. This Baba was a great merchant in business. He was not concerned about anything. When he saw that the Father was teaching and the destruction was just ahead, he instantly renounced everything. He clearly understood that he was going to receive a kingdom. So, of what use was that donkeyship? So, you understand that God is teaching you. Therefore, you should study very well. Who is teaching us? It is God who is teaching us. and you must follow his directions. The Father says, consider yourselves to be souls and remember the Father. Aren't you ashamed that you forget the Father? Baba says, aren't you ashamed that you forget the Father? Don't you have that intoxication? Some leave here very refreshed and then become like a soda water. You children are now making effort to serve all the villages. Baba says, first of all, tell them who the Father of souls is. God is the incorporeal. Only He will make this impure world pure. Acha. To you, sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance, and good morning from the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to you, spiritual children. We spiritual children also offer love, remembrance, and say good morning, Namaste to the Mother, Father, and Bap Dada. The essence for Dharana, the first one, God Himself, as the Supreme Teacher, is teaching us. That is why you must study very well and follow His directions. Second one, have such yoga with the Father that you accumulate the power of silence. You must have such yoga with the Father that you accumulate the power of silence, conquer the world with the power of silence, become pure from impure. Today's blessing. May you be a master bestower and bestower of blessings and surrender your time and thoughts to doing service. Its explanation. Now, instead of using your time in trivial matters for yourself, for your body, for your mind, for your spiritual endeavor, for fulfilling responsibilities in relationships, surrender it to doing this service. Now celebrate this surrender ceremony. Let there be love for doing service in every breath and remain absorbed in doing service. By engaging yourself in doing service, you will automatically receive a gift for self progress. Benefit of the self is merged in world benefit. Therefore, become a constant great donor and a master bestower and the bestower of blessings. Slogan. Reduce your desires and your problems will then reduce. Today's Avyakt signal. In order to be an easy yogi, become experienced in God's love in a worldly way. When two people are in love with one another, you can tell that by their face, their eyes, their words, they are lost in love as lovers. In the same way, when you go onto a stage, to the extent that the Father's love has emerged from you, accordingly, the arrows of love will strike souls and they would wound them with love. Uh, Now, we will check these aspects today. That is, it should be in your attitude that you are a spiritual server, that power by being soul conscious. I'm complete with the power of spirituality as I am getting the rays of the Supreme Soul, and I am experiencing that stage of being humble by becoming a social server. You should spread the searchlight through your rays of peace, happiness, purity, power. And today's speciality about Dadijis, pure real diamond and a very clean pure bead. Dadiji always says that she used to check daily to what extent the soul has become pure, the real diamond. Does that diamond, is there any flaw in that diamond? Dadiji always used to feel that Baba had made Dadiji's soul very pure. Dadiji is just sharing her experience. Baba has already made her a very clean, pure bead. Said to Dadiji that, child, your all previous accounts have been settled. So Dadiji advises us to check our accounts. So, me, the diamond, has got any flaws or not? Do I have to battle with Maya? Does that battle just goes? Am I a constant yogi or not? So we have to check these things. Do I have any flaw? And do I still get into the war with Maya? Or am I a constant yogi or not? Om Shanti. Om Shanti. The evening meditation and morning Amrit Vela will be in Diamond Hall. The residents of the Shantivan, Gyan Sarovar and Panda Bhavan, all the brothers who are in trial, who are interested to go for who are interested to go for training, you can contact Maulik brother accommodation, and the residents of Panda Bhavan and Gyan Sarovar can approach Jittu brother. And the residents of Global Office can reach the Jeshoda sister. You can just fill the form of the trial training. All the sisters and brothers who are interested to donate blood tomorrow morning, all can just come near the door 15 where the blood donation camp would be organized. All the sisters and brothers who are nurses or doctors who would like to give their cooperation, you can contact Amardeep Baiji, the fancy store department. His mobile number is 9413243723. 9413247273. All the teachers, sisters who have come for the quarterly meeting, your meeting starts at 10 a.m. at the Adiji's meeting hall. All of you are requested to be in time. All the teachers whose bhakti will start this evening, your bhakti will be in conference hall. All of you are requested to reach the conference hall by 5 p.m. where you will be welcomed by a tilak, and 5 to 6 there will be welcoming session, and 6 to 7 respected Mohini Didiji will conduct the class. That is the attitude of having unlimited disinterest. That is the final effort required, and you will receive all your godly gift. And teachers' meal arrangements are on first floor of the dining hall. Let's remember Baba for 2 minutes. All the teachers are requested to pay attention. Whoever would like to either receive certificates or submit certificates, you can reach hall number 1 training center. Let's listen to the teachings of respected Ratan Mohini Dadiji. Our face should be cheerful even in silence. Just clapping doesn't make a happy face. But the face should always be happy and silent. Look, it will be a very good experience inside. In silence, but whoever sees a happy face, they too will be happy. How what they have happiness from within. That happiness is reflected on their faces. The song will keep playing, but you keep looking at everyone with smiling faces and with the same spiritual feelings. This practice will be very useful at the end time. Om Shanti.